Yes, Happy New Year, and welcome to the first Breakfast Club video of 2026. After looking back at the worst items of the year on Christmas Day, it's only right we start the new year on a positive note. Today we're celebrating the very best breakfast items of 2025. Across all cafes we visited last year, a handful of items really stood out. The ones that reminded me why I love doing this, the ones that set the standard, and the ones I'd happily start the new year with on my own plate. Every item you're about to see comes from a full review I filmed earlier in the year. And if you want to watch any of those in full, you'll find them all neatly organised in my All Reviews playlist. The link's in the description. So let's kick off 2026 the right way with the best of 2025. Let's start strong then, with one of the standout items of the entire year from Sue's Butties. Like the spam that I enjoyed earlier on this breakfast, the bacon was moist and had been served 3 thick slices, perfectly cooked. Sue told me it was just catering bacon, but you'd never know it. She cuts the fat off before cooking and says it's one of the reasons customers keep coming back, and I can see why. Perfectly cooked, seasoned well, and tasting top drawer. This wasn't the only bacon over the year to have scored top marks, but as with all the items here in this video, I've picked out my personal favourite overall that scored maximum points throughout the year. So score for the bacon then, 10 out of 10. From Sue's Butties, we head over to the lounge in Bingley, where the sausage set an equally high bar. It was just the one sausage, but it was cooked to absolute perfection. Cutting into it, you could feel the meatiness and see the juices seep out, which built the anticipation. And the taste didn't disappoint either. Rich, moist, and full of flavour. It's easy to see why the sausages that were serving here were of the award-winning variety. Score? 10 out of 10. Next, we head to Rafferty's Cafe in Otley, where the fried eggs were nothing short of spectacular. Even with that breakwater of bacon and black pudding, the watery tin tomatoes had made their way across the plate, flooding the eggs a bit. But despite the tomato tidal wave, the eggs themselves were absolutely spot on. The whites were beautifully cooked, with a delicate basted glaze over the yolks, and when I cut in, they were gloriously runny. Absolute perfection. Score? 10 out of 10. Staying with eggs, over at Idle Lounge and Coffee House, the poached version stole the show. With fried not being an option, I opted for poached over scrambled, and that was absolutely the right call. What arrived was a prime example of perfect poached eggs. Round in shape, whites fully cooked, and an extremely runny yolk, perfect for dipping toast or sausage into. These were excellent and fully deserving of the points. Score? 10 out of 10. From eggs to beans now, and over at Keys Cafe Bar in Shipley, they nailed it. They'd kept the temperature well in the ramekin, the sauce had thickened slightly, and there was plenty of sugary flavour packed in. A textbook example of beans done right. The sauce clung nicely to the beans without being watery, and each spoonful had that rich, comforting sweetness you want from a proper portion of baked beans. Simple, but absolutely spot on. Score? 10 out of 10. Next, we head to Bennett's Eggs in Liversedge, where the hash browns were a real highlight. 2 golden hash browns with a perfect crisp on the outside. There was even an audible crunch when cutting in. Inside, the shredded potato filling was thick and tasty, and when paired with the egg yolk, it went up another level. Something I didn't mention in the original video is that here, I ended up having another 2 hash browns on top, gifted by the wife, who isn't a big fan of them. So a double portion of the best I've ever had. Score? 10 out of 10. Now over to Craghouse Farm Cafe, where the black pudding was something truly special. This was a homemade triangular slice, extremely thick and noticeably moist. Some might call it undercooked, but for me, this texture was a delight. Pork fat practically melted and fell out, creating a rich, soft, savoury masterpiece. It won't be for everyone, but if you've never tried black pudding like this before, you're missing out. Score? 10 out of 10. From there, we head to ACW Garden Centre in Bradford, where even the mushrooms impressed. Another excellent portion for a side item, large, thickly sliced, fried well, with a little crisp on the edges. Unlike the usual soggy mushrooms, these were cooked to perfection and bursting with flavour. Some of the best mushrooms will come across for a long time to come. I added pepper out of habit, but quickly realised it wasn't needed. Score? 10 out of 10. Next up, we're over at the Milk Bar Cafe and Bistro, where the tomatoes were a surprise hit. 2 plum tomatoes, and we'll skip over any remarks about their shape. It was clear these weren't standard tin tomatoes, but very likely very fresh. Perfect temperature, very little residual water, and an excellent taste. I don't often enjoy tomatoes, but I'd willingly eat more of these, and I did, as my daughter passed hers over to me too. Score? 10 out of 10. Now we move further into our top scoring items, starting with the toast from Wuthering Delights in Thornton. By far the best toast we've had all year. A single slice of thick, lightly toasted white bread. If I'd been told it was freshly baked less than an hour before being sliced, toasted and served, I'd have believed it. It has a soft, doughy texture, lashings of slightly salted butter. It practically melted in the mouth. Outstanding. Score, 10 out of 10. And back over at the lounge in Bingley, the fried bread was just as impressive. A single thick slice, glistening from a light fry. What set it apart was the freshness of the bread and the perfect seasoning with salt and pepper during cooking. This one was getting top marks from the first bite. Score, 10 out of 10. Now we head over to Fat Lad's Café in Bradford, where the spam was unforgettable. A seriously thick slice, thicker than anything I've had in any cafe to date, perfectly fried on both sides, soft and moist in the middle, with that classic salty, meaty flavour. Indulgent, nostalgic, and utterly delicious. Score, 10 out of 10. And now into the final two categories, starting with the presentation at Idle Bakery. And this goes all the way back to our third ever review, and the breakfast that still sits atop our leaderboard. There wasn't much wrong with this one at all. A smashing, eye-pleasing plate of food and easy top marks. Everything on the plate looked neatly arranged, vibrant and inviting. Kind of presentation that makes you want to dive straight in. Score, 10 out of 10. And finally, value for money over at Hungry Belly's Café. A belly buster that truly lived up to the name. Out of all the so-called belly busters I've reviewed, this was the first that actually felt like a proper challenge to finish. Simply because of the sheer amount of food, every part was well cooked, and the price was exceptional. £8, including a mug of tea or coffee. Outstanding. Score, 10 out of 10. And here's where we'd usually tally up the scores, but with this being the best of the best, we already know it lands at a perfect 100%. Still, going through the motions, our Just for Fun Final Breakfast Club score comes out 100%, and the first time we've seen that arrow pointing towards the perfect bracket. All we need now, week in, week out, is for our breakfast to align, just like this one. And it won't be too long before we see it back there again. And before finishing up, let's just have a look at how the top 10 leaderboard is looking as we now roll into 2026. And that wraps up the best of 2025, a year filled with brilliant breakfasts, standout cafes, and some truly exceptional items that set the bar for what a full English can be. Thank you for joining me on New Year's Day and for all your support throughout 2025. Here's to another year of great breakfasts, honest reviews, and discovering even more hidden gems. Happy New Year to all. So if you've enjoyed this video and you like what we're doing, the best way to support us is to like, share and subscribe. It's free to do and really helps the channel grow. And as always, may your bacon be sizzling, your fried bread golden, and your yolks runny. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out one of our other reviews showing on screen right now.